Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten and today is going to be Flosstube number 16. I am filming this on Tuesday evening before I leave on another trip, and I will be posting it on Wednesday in the morning. So, the last time you saw me, I was just about to leave on my anniversary trip with my husband. We celebrated 2 years of being married and 3 years of being together. We went down to Las Vegas. We had a great time. We went on a double date with one of his golf teammates who actually lives down there, and lived down there this year because of COVID, so that they could work and save money on housing and such, and be close to his family, but also his wife's family. So we went on a double date with them. We went to the oldest steakhouse in Vegas, which is called the Golden Steer, and we went and shopped a little bit, and we had a great time. And then we came home and we got a camper. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw it. And we took that out this past weekend for our first trip. We just went, in total it was an hour away. It was half an hour away from where I grew up. And it was really fun. We got to bring our dogs, and it was right on the river so that my husband could go fly fishing. He really just had to wake up, put on his fly fishing stuff, and then he walked across the road to get to the river, and then was able to drop right into the river. So that was really good for him. And then this week, the trip that we're going on is a fly fishing trip for my husband and my father-in-law and my husband's uncle and some cousins. They have been doing this is the second annual trip, but it is in Idaho, and they have a cabin that they rent, and so I am going. Our dogs are going to be getting watched, but I'm going, and I'm going to cross stitch and read and watch shows and watch some Flosstube while they are going on trips and going down the river and stuff like that. So, ow. Let's see, next up, last video I had my Etsy gift card giveaway for reaching 100 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough. I really appreciate it. I did the YouTube random comment picker, and the word that I had was summer to filter through, because I had you guys comment what your favorite part about summer was, and the winner was Allegro Stitches, so congrats. I have commented on your comment and told you how to get a hold of me, but if you could get a hold of me on either Instagram, which is at 23 Flavors of Stitching, or by email. I commented my email down below, or down on your email. I am so sorry. I commented my Instagram handle and my email down on your comment, and if anyone else wishes to get a hold of me, I will add those in the description box. My Instagram has always been in the description box, but I will also put in my email. And Allegro Stitches said that their favorite part of summer was all of the sunshine that comes out, and because they are in Alaska. So, congrats again. Get a hold of me so that I can get you your Etsy gift card. This video, I'm hoping, will be a little bit shorter. Just because I don't have a lot of haul. I didn't really buy anything besides some patterns on Etsy and 1 skein of floss. So, and that was for a project. So it won't take too long. I'll show you pictures of the patterns that I bought. But other than that, I don't have a lot to show you. So this will probably be a little bit shorter. So first up, we have 2 new starts. For those who are new, I am participating in Stitchsania, which was started by Lindy Stitches. Basically, you have 1 focus piece for the month of May, instead of starting things every day in May, or however a lot of people do Stitchmania. And you have 1 focus piece, and if you meet your goal, or even if you just work on it Monday through Friday, then Saturday and Sunday you have a new start. I did it a little bit differently. Monday through Friday, if I had time, I worked on my 1 piece. Saturday, I would start something new if I had time, and then Sunday, I would work on one of my stitch-alongs, just because I am behind on all of my stitch-alongs, and so I still needed to be able to progress on those. So first, my 2 new starts. The first one was Loved by You by Hello from Liz Mathews, and I am doing it, what is that called? Justified left. I'm doing it exactly how she stitched it, so. And I'm doing it on, I don't even know what color this is because the Charles Craft fabric stopped putting like the colors on it, if you know what I'm talking about. So this is a piece, like they have these new labels that don't say the color. So I'm doing it on 16 count Fiddler's Cloth, Fiddler's Cloth Ada, which is kind of like a light oatmeal. So I started from the bottom, so there we go. Started like that. And I am using, instead of using Weeks Dye Works Kohl, I am using Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. So the variegation is just a slightly more subtle, I think, than Kohl, but I really, and it's a little bit more brown, and I like that it's a little bit more brown with black coffee. So there's that. I prepped everything and took things off of hoops today, but I did not iron or anything like that. So okay, and then my second start, sorry, I'm just gonna grab the cover photo for it. My second start is My Sunshine by Stitchrovia. This is what it will look like when it's finished. And this is my start. So this is the I in shine, and I started the word my. I just realized that that kind of looks I think, oh well, okay. There it is. And I am stitching it on 16 count Moon Glow Ada by Picture This Plus. And I'm using all of the called for colors, the called for DMC. And I'm really liking that one. I started that one while we were camping this weekend. And I'm really liking it. It was, if you guys remember my Thanksgiving piece, I finished it before I started Flosstube, I want to say, but I showed a finish, like a fully finish of it. I got really sick of oranges, and I feel like that's about to happen again because these are all orange, so I hope it doesn't, but that's okay. And then my whips, or my works in progress, my focus piece for Stitchsania is my Canada sampler, which is also by Stitchrovia. I am stitching it as a gift for my dad, but now that I'm stitching it, I kind of don't want to give it to him because I really want it and I don't think I want to stitch it again. So we'll see, but I'm still gonna give it to him, don't worry. But this is how far I've gotten. The last time that you saw it, I think maybe just this had been done. Maybe some of the axe, but this is going to be a moose. I haven't done the face or the other antler. The antler was a lot. And then this is going to be a Canadian goose. I did the Hudson Bay stripes. This one right here was a lot to fill into, but it was really fun. Glacier, snowshoes, the fire, the Tim Hortons cup, the axe, the polar bear, the mitten, and the North Pole, and then the birds. So this is the very, very tip top, and this piece is going to end up looking like a maple leaf with all of these motifs in it. So I'm really liking it so far. Just because of how big the piece of fabric was and how big the pattern is, it was really daunting for me, but now that I have sat down and just stitched it, it doesn't seem as scary. And I thought the same thing when I first started it because I had it on an 18-inch quilting stand and I only had part of the tree done. I had the Mountie done, I had the beaver, I had far and wide done, and some of the Anne of Green Gables house, and for some reason I just thought that it was like too scary or too daunting, and now that I'm just stitching on it, I have actually had a really hard time stopping myself to start something new, but I want to start new things because I'm trying to get things done. Like my sunshine piece, when I have kids, hopefully, I would like that trio to hang in the nursery, and we are going to start trying soon. And I would like to get those finished before I actually get pregnant and I either don't have time to stitch or, you know, whatever, or before I start having like a real job again, because I was working 2 jobs and then I went down to only working 1, and then I was blessed enough to be able to stop working and be able to go to school full time. And so the fact that I have time to stitch right now, I really want to capitalize on that. So I'm really sorry that kind of got ranty, but not as daunting anymore, and I'm really happy about it. And then next, oh, that's another thing, to work on my stitch alongs. I am behind, so far behind on my stitch alongs, and I've had a hard time putting that away to work on them. So my next work in progress is the Cozy Cafe Club stitch along. sorry, I forgot to mention, my Canada sampler, I'm stitching on 16 count white Aida. So, my Cozy Cafe Club Sal, they're Stitch Along by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. The third cup just came out today, and I haven't even finished the first one, but I'm close. The last time you saw it, I only had some of the whipped cream done, and the cafe menu and the raspberry mocha, and this past Sunday I was able to finish the whipped cream and the raspberries, start the cup, and start the panda. So the next patterns come over this way, and there is Earl Grey Tea that goes right here, and green and matcha that goes over here. So that's what we have. I am stitching it not on the called for fabric, but something fairly close. I am stitching it on 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha. It's kind of a lot to say, but I'm really liking it. I really like the flexibility of this Aida. So there's that. I also had a really hard time putting this away on Sunday night. I just wanted to keep stitching on it. And that is it. We are only at 16 minutes and 40 seconds. Sorry, this paper's gonna be loud for a second. So, my plans for the last week of May, the last 6 days of May. I will be stitching on my Canada sampler tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Hopefully, if I have time. And then Saturday, I'm going to start something new. I have the fabric for it. I believe it is 16 count. Oh, it's 14 count. Okay. 14 count. I think this is platinum Aida, and I will be starting the brain from NikkiPattern on Etsy. As I mentioned in my Stitchsania plans, and multiple times, I am a psychology major, and I like the brain. So that's why I'm going to stitch that. And then, as June starts, I don't want to put my Canada sampler away, so if I feel called to stitch on it, then I'm going to stitch on it. But I'm going to continue with my days of the week that I do. So Sunday is Stitch Along Sunday, Monday is a free day, Tuesday is Travel Tuesday, Wednesday I have just changed from a free day to Word Wednesday. So I can work on You Are My Sunshine, I can work on Loved by You, I can work on dog lessons, which I started as part of March Madness. Sorry, I guess I should. Travel Tuesday would be either my Washington DC pattern or my Maui pattern. Thursday is a free day. Friday is Flower Friday, so I would work on Garden Party or Sense and Sensibility. And then Saturday is Sampler Saturday, so that's Canada. That is, I'm counting Chester's Place as a sampler just because I want to. And, what else? If I start Pride and Prejudice, but yeah, that's about it. I also want to start a camping pattern, which is the perfect segue. Since we have our camper, I really want to stitch something to hang in it because right now it just looks like a camper that we just bought off the lot. So, one that I thought was really funny, and my husband also thought it was really funny, it is by JagerAndYarn, and it says, "Sorry for what I said while we were trying to park the camper." And I thought that that was so perfect and so funny. And I actually have like a purplish fabric, so I thought that would be kind of cool. I also bought from Whistlestop Stitcher on Etsy, I bought the Patriotic Triplets pattern. So I bought all 3 of these. And then some of the camping specific ones. Collect moments, not things. Never stop looking up. I just love that camper with the mountain and the night sky in the back, in the camper. And then home is where we park it. I'll probably change some colors, but I really like it. Also, on some of these, like this one, they also have a camper that's blue, so you don't have to get these exact ones. And then I also got Life Needs More Starry Nights and Crackling Fires. And I don't know if I will do all of these, but I really like them all. And then also I got Happy Camper by Stitching Housewives, so Priscilla and Chelsea. Really like that one. And then the last thing that I got, because I saw it on Instagram last night and I had to buy it immediately, it is by SarcygurlDesigns, and it is Cabin in the Woods. I just think that is absolutely beautiful, and I want to stitch it right now. So I will have the patterns linked below. I will have all of the patterns that I talked about tonight linked down below. Sorry, I guess you'll be seeing this tomorrow. And yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today. I appreciate everyone who comments and likes the videos. I am so very grateful to everyone who has welcomed me as a part of this community, and I hope that you all get a ton of stitchy time and that you all are doing well, and I will see you in a couple of weeks, just in time for me to go on another trip. So I will see you guys later.